All right, Shalom. Giving all praise, honor, and glory to the Heavenly Father through His Son, YAHAWASHI, double honors and respect and blessings to the house of David, beginning with the elders and apostles on down. Salutations, many salutations to the Lord's elect, which are going to be starting off with the 144,000, the prophets, the servants of the Lord, singing this new song. Then you have the large multitude of believers, men, women, and children. All right, that the Lord is also going to have mercy on, that's going to receive the words of the gospel. They're going to repent, and they're going to have faith in the Most High through Yahawashi in these last days and be delivered. Because in these last days, having faith is going to be required. It's going to be mandatory. We're in a time where everything is mandated. Well, the Lord is mandating that, in order to worship Him and serve Him, you're going to have faith. And real soon, as Apostle Paul prophesied, that in the last days, perilous times shall come. All right, and part of the perilous times, which perilous means dangerous, is the lack of police. All right, and I'm just going to bring out a few things regarding these mandates and what's going on with police. And through the Spirit, Lord willing, you are edified and comforted. So this word police, when you go into it on the Edamon, it's the regulation and control of a community. All right, from the Middle French police, which means organized government, civil administration. From Latin politia, civil administration. From Greek polis, which means city. All right, and this caught my attention. The sense of an organized civil force for maintaining order, preventing and detecting crime, etc. All right, so the police is an organized force for maintaining order, but what happens when that order is no longer maintained by these people? Because you look at society right now, the only reason Babylon have a sense of order is because people don't want to go to jail, or they don't want to be locked up, they don't want to be arrested, they don't want to be, but what happens when people don't have to fear, are they going to call 911? Am I going to get arrested? Second Esdras 15 talks about how the people are going to take the actions into their own hands, and we in that time. All right, because a lot of these policemen, they're not with getting the mandos, all right, the mando jabos. This is from August. This is yesterday in New York. The New York Post, it says NYPD's largest police union vows to sue over possible jab mandates. PBA President Patrick Lynch has threatened to sue the city if the jab becomes a requirement, which it is. They already said it is, man. Everybody is going to have to get that thing. So this is the spirit of division, all right? I wanted to get that. Lightfoot. Let's get that. Okay. Lightfoot, which is the Chicago mayor. Lightfoot forges ahead with October 15 jab mandate for city employees, and policemen are considered city employees, despite opposition from all four police unions. This has literally lit a bomb underneath the membership, said Fraternal Order of Police President John Catanzara. We're in America, goddammit, and we don't want to be forced to do anything, period. This ain't Nazi fucking Germany. It sounds heated. Look at this bozo. So Mayor Lightfoot on Wednesday forged ahead with an October 15 jab mandate for all city employees over strenuous and united opposition from all four police unions. See? So Fraternal Order of Police President John has been at loggerheads with Lightfoot on many division. And this time he's not alone. It ain't just our guys, it's the sergeants, lieutenants, captains. This is a united front. It's no longer John Catanzara's big mouth like they all spin it, like they spin it, like they like to spin it all the time. He said, this has literally lit a bomb underneath the membership. And what are they going to do when 4,000 or 5,000 coppers say, screw you, I'm staying home? You're not making me get this fucking vax. Don't pay me. That's fine. We'll see you in court. Let's go, man. Let's go. Like the baby be saying, let's go. Right? It's Isaiah 19, message to Egypt. All right, the burden of Egypt, behold, the Lord rideth upon a swift cloud and shall come into Egypt, and the idols of Egypt shall be moved at his presence, and the heart of Egypt shall melt in the midst of it. Verse 2, and I will set the Egyptians against the Egyptians, and they shall fight everyone against his brother, and everyone against his neighbor, city against city, and kingdom against kingdom. All right, the Lord controls the spirits, man. He's going to have it to where, let's look at that word fight in the Hebrew, which is lacham, which means to fight, to do battle, to make war, to engage in battle, to eat. Ooh, that's interesting. To eat, use as food, to consume, to battle, destruction, right? 2 Esdras 15. Second Esdras 15:4. Woe to the world and them that dwell therein, for the sword and their destruction draweth nigh, and one people shall stand up and fight against another and swords in their hands. These people about to be out here consuming each other, because like he said, what happens if 4,000 to 5,000 of us say, screw you, I'm staying home? You know, and this sounds like a bunch of men here. And see, men are more likely to stand on their square, you know. At the end of the day, you know, women tend to can be a lot more easily persuaded, but at least with men, you know, they I believe they're gonna say, I believe that, you know, I believe this is a bunch of men that's gonna say, you know, the hell with that, you know, because this sounds what I perceive these to be is Edomites. See, and Edomites, you know, they believe America is theirs, and they really believe in their constitutional rights and freedoms, and you know. When they hang them USA flags outside their homes and shit, they really believe in this. You know, they really believe in this. They believe in that First Amendment, or especially the Second Amendment. You better believe that, right? And see, that's the Egyptian against the Egyptian. They're gonna stand on these principles, man. They're gonna stand on this. I believe that. Because Esau he's not as easy to sell out as Jake is, man. Jake is a sellout. Jake do anything for money. You know, then you got a woman, Lightfoot, who's in a position of authority over these people. And she's a so-called black woman, man. They gonna say the hell with that and the hell with you. You know? This is Washington Post. Enforcing jab mandates is a new job for bouncers, not the police. Now let's go into this. This is in Charlotte at the airport. The task of enforcing mask and jab rules nationwide is more likely to fall on private security than the police. And that's what you're going to see. You're going to see a lot more hiring of private security to enforce these things. Because when you go out, man, at the end of the day, all these mandates and shit, the people are pretty much policing themselves. You know, there's really no way that they can force you to do this shit, but people are so docile here and so ignorant, they pretty much policing themselves. But real soon, what they're gonna do is they're gonna hire people, which eventually is gonna lead to actual armed forces. It's gonna be armed government entities that's going to be policing, but they're going to start with with bouncers or hire private securities to do this, just like they're doing in France right now. Okay, French grocery stores hire bouncers to stop unjabbed people from going in. Now check this out. Now that ain't gonna work here, man. See, the thing about French compared to the US, motherfuckers got guns here, man. They got big guns here, man. You see? And this is why this is gonna play out. 2 Judges 15 and 15 again, for the sword in their destruction draweth nigh, and one people shall stand up a fight against another, and swords in their hands. See, they gonna have the sword out. They gonna have the guns here. Verse 16, for there shall be sedition among men, and invading one another. They shall not regard their kings nor princes, and the course of their actions shall stand in their power. All right, people are not going to regard these mayors, and no. And it's already like that now. There's already a divide now where people ain't following this shit, man. They ain't doing this. You know, a lot of people are, they call it, you know, COVID fatigue. People are over this shit, man. People are over this shit, and they're only maintaining a sense of order because of police, because there's still a police force. But what happens when the police stop responding to calls like they did in the beginning of this thing? They said, hey, in certain places, they said, hey, we're only responding to like a murder or whatever. That we are not responding to prostitution. We're not responding to drugs, narcotic calls, whatever, right? So, yeah, this is only going to lead to boots and troops on the ground, man. And I think in Oregon, they just got 1,000 people to come there. Let me look that up. Troops help at Oregon. Yeah, about 1,500 National Guard troops to hospitals. Which they're gonna do that everywhere, because everywhere is supposedly a surge. So they're gonna have these troops everywhere. And the troops are Americans. These ain't nobody. You know what I'm saying? Eventually they gonna get phased out. Oh, because what just happened? They just had yesterday. Biden said that everyone that's in the a part of the troops, the armies, you have to get the jab ASAP. So we about to see who's down with that and who's not, right? Because that just came out yesterday. I don't gotta you can look it up, but that's gonna create a divide. And you know, a lot of these people ain't built like that. These ain't real men, you know, within the army. You know, they're not manly. They're pretty weak and feminine, and you know, you got a lot of women in the army and shit. So eventually they're gonna have to bring in the technology, the robotics, and then foreigners, man, the UN troops. They're gonna make their way over here. And when they start having these private security out here trying to enforce these things, people gonna get nasty, man. They gonna get nasty. All right, you telling Esau he can't come into this Publix, right? He been coming to this Publix for 15 years, and he said he ain't getting his jab. This is America, and you got some damn big Jake turning them away. Esau gonna say, okay, he gonna go back and get his gun and show back up, and it's gonna get ugly real quick. You know, the Lord is gonna set that spirit for these people to fight against another, man. That's what the Lord wants. He doesn't want unity here. You know, the Lord hates America. And San Jose Police Union responds to the mandate with warning against stricter rules. Then in San Jose Police Union agrees to the mandate amid low officer vax rate. So this is heavy, man. You got a low vax rate among the officers. That means they ain't down with it. Oklahoma City will mandate jabs. Oklahoma City will mandate jabs for police and fire. Thousands protest against jab mandate outside City Hall, New Jersey. The teachers, people still under this delusion that they have rights. You know, we have rights. We'll sue you. Here it is. Esau's in this spirit right now. This is shit, I forgot to plug my thing up. Lord willing, the connection's good. This is Revelation 12 and 12, and it reads, "Therefore rejoice, ye heavens, and ye that dwell in them. Woe to the inhabitants of the earth and of the sea, for the devil has come down into you having great wrath, because he knoweth that he have but a short time." Right, so Esau is not playing. He's not lollygagging with these requirements, you know. So just something to consider. You know, what's going to happen when there is no police out here, because that's something I ponder on periodically. You know, how are these Babylonians going to behave when there's no 911? You know, what's going to happen to you women out there that walk around and so prideful? Right? What's going to happen to the average, you know, business, the average neighborhood when, you know, there's lawlessness, man? So verse 17, 2 Edges 15:17, "A man shall desire to go into a city and shall not be able, for because of their pride the cities shall be troubled, the houses shall be destroyed, and men shall be afraid. A man shall have no pity upon his neighbor, but shall destroy their houses with the sword and spoil their goods because of the lack of bread and for great tribulation." You know, does this sound like there's a police during this time? No. People are doing shit, whatever they want. You look at the purge, you look at all these apocalyptic societies, there is no order, there's no police force. People are doing what they want. People are doing what they're able. And that's where this thing is going, and that's pursuant to the biblical prophecy. So I'm gonna go ahead and end up through spirit. Just something I want to touch through, Lord willing. This was something informative and edifying.